I'm curious about like what Memphis does. They've got obviously, so many players out and their season is pretty much a wrap. But they do, I mean, they traded Steven Adams, right? Like,
Right.
are they learning enough about some of these new pieces they have? Vince is playing really good. He's looking like it might be a good find. Like Gigi is kind of like he feels like a mold cut from something, right? Like, hey man,
He feels like a Memphis,
right?
Memphis
Like,
guy. He feels like a Memphis guy,
like,
and they get those
it's
guys
like it's
every
unbelievable.
season.
Is there a chance? Do you think they should maybe get active and start preparing for next year?
I think they should be aggressive. I think the Grizzlies need to be proactive because you can get ahead of a lot of this stuff now because you have a number of players that are in that kind of same tier of like, can they be actual legit role players or are they just going to be end of the bench guys? You have guys, Santi Aldama, Luke Kennard, David Roddy, Zaire Williams, enough guys that in the right setting around the league could be.
They got a million of them dudes, huh? I feel like they got 100 of them dudes.
Yeah, they just turn them out every year. And then now you have Vince Williams. Like they're guys that are attractive to other teams. Now
I was going to say, doesn't Luke Kennard doesn't really fit anymore, does he? Like he fits. He fits so. with a Ja team, but you ain't got a Ja team right now. So right,
and that's why I think if the opportunity is there, they should definitely consider moving some of these guys and just having like a consolidation move, because by the time next season comes around, you're gonna have to deal with who's gonna be their starting center. If you're not gonna roll out Jaren at the 5, you need another guy to come in because now Steven's gone and that luxury is gone as well. Do you depend on Brandon Clark, who hasn't been healthy in quite some time?
Bruh, I was watching the game and I forgot about him. Like I was
He's still there.
Oh, that's Brandon Clark. Like, where you been?
Exactly. And it's funny that this season, even when Ja returned, even though it was that lasted about a week and a half, he showed you in that span that he's still that guy. So that going forward, you can rely on Ja, you can rely on Desmond Bane, who's taking leaps as well, even though he's been out for a while too. And Jaren, you have your big three. You have a core to build around. You still need shooting. You still need rim protection. And you need a rebounder because Jaren's has never been a consistent rebounder. So there are moves out there to go and get you those kind of players. But like someone like a Kelly Olynyk would be great in Memphis. Someone like a Daniel Gafford would be great in Memphis. Teams like just players around the league that can fit, because you have so many guys on this roster that are not going to fit in a year's time. Why not be proactive and get ahead of the thing right now?
Yeah, see, DA, I think one of the things the Warriors have showed us is just how different the league is, even than it was last year.
Yeah, for sure.
These new kids on the block. To me, teams like Memphis and even like Sacramento and the Warriors, they found themselves like, man, we were really good last year. We're gonna run it back. And it's like, buddy, it's different.
I don't know about that.
It feels like Memphis needs to rethink this thing based on like, all right, next year, because next year this is gonna be OKC's league, Minnesota's league. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you gotta keep up. Like, you gotta keep up.
They might need to be rethinking this right now. Like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it ain't gonna be the same league no more. And granted, 2022 they pushed the Warriors to the brink, but I mean they got cooked by the Lakers, a play-in team, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,